Flintstones fans, well, hope you've got a few $1,000,000 ready. Check out this. It's dubbed the Flintstones House. It's in California, and it's going on the market for a cool $4.2 million. There are 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and lots of rocks. The owners say it's much more up to date than a modern Stone Age family would expect. Certainly a lot of fun inside, and I guess...
Yabba dabba doo. That's cool. That's a cool
yabba dabba doing all the way to the bank. Wow, $4.2 million. I don't know. Doesn't seem right.
I don't know if it's worth that. Hi again, and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. It's now 11 minutes before 7 o'clock. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Kyle Bosch. We're starting our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we start with breaking news from overnight in South Fargo. Police are looking for 2 men who shot a fast food employee while robbing the store. Yeah, it happened at the Taco John's on 32nd Avenue South right around midnight. The Valley Today's Christy Larson has been there all morning and joins us with the latest. Christy?
Good morning, Kyle and Lisa. I did talk with the victim, who was one of the 2 employees who were inside of this Taco John's around midnight when 2 men came barging in through the back door, holding a gun, demanding money. Now, that employee said that he thought it was a fake gun. He thought it looked like a cap gun. That was until they fired 2 shots, one missing him, the second one hitting him in the leg. That's when the other employee went and got some money and gave it to the 2 men. They ran off. Now, police are saying they are looking for 2 black males, both to be described as 5'10", and they aren't actively pursuing the search anymore, but did say that they are going to be keeping a lookout, as well as when those other officers start their shifts this morning, they're going to be telling them to keep an eye out for them as well. Now, when I talked with the victim this morning, he did say that he was thankful the bullet only hit him in the calf, hitting muscle. It didn't hit his bone. He also was walking around this morning, which I was very surprised to see, saying that he was happy to be released from the hospital. He does have some children that he also said he was happy to be going home to. Another employee was with him as well, who had left just 10 minutes before this incident had happened, and she said that it does frighten her to be walking around in this area now after this situation happened. But again, guys, they are looking for 2 men, black males, 5'10", after this situation. And thankfully, that victim did only have that 1 wound. He said after his 12-hour shift, he's now going home to go to bed and end the rest of this day.
I mean, still did get hit, but luckily it was not worse. Christy Larson reporting live for us on this breaking news. Thank you, Christy.
Obviously, a story we'll be following for you throughout the day here on Valley News Live and our website as well. Let's get to our weather now as we hit 6:51 on this Friday morning. Weather and traffic on the one starts with meteorologist Mick Kerr.
Thank you. And we have some rapidly developing rain and thunderstorms in Sargent and Dickey County this morning. The humidity, it's in place. It's been in place and been building and brewing all through the week. And this morning, it is the thickest. It's the muggiest. It is not cloudy, and it's not well, I guess it is the warmest morning of the week. And it's just heat and humidity in place. Yes, lost our data for a little bit there between 5 and 8 p.m., but I do see rain and thunderstorms happening between 5 and 8 p.m. And then into the evening, Lakes area of Minnesota into northwest Minnesota after the 10 o'clock news. Before that, southeastern North Dakota and northeast North Dakota. Watch out for some real strong thunderstorms. And we'll do this again, not right away tomorrow morning, but into the afternoon, into the evening. Strong thunderstorms starting about 4 or 5 o'clock. And then here comes maybe the biggest surge of the strongest and most threatening thunderstorms tomorrow late night into early Sunday morning. Those will move through. Things will settle down a little bit on Sunday. But this morning, here we go with a clear sky through much of the valley. Down in South Dakota is where the action is at, all the way down into eastern Nebraska. But about 45 minutes to an hour ago, a line of just a very pencil-thin line of showers moved northeastward up into the Aberdeen area. From those, a little bit of hail is starting to come down and a fair amount of lightning. We're also seeing a couple of rain and thunderstorms there in north central parts of Dickey County and also just southeast of Foreman. That one also has the potential of dropping a couple of hailstones on you, very light hailstones. 74 Fargo, 73 Grand Forks, 73 in Fergus Falls. Again, visibility not bad, but boy, the haze and humidity, you can cut it with a knife. 73 in the Grand Forks, East Grand Forks area, 74 right now in Fargo-Moorhead. Traffic update time. Good morning, Al.
Good morning to you, Mick. Good morning, everyone. Northbound on Interstate 29 this morning. We have a stalled car northbound right near 12th Avenue North. Interstate 94 eastbound, we have a stalled car just east of the tri-level. Make sure you're looking out for them. Traffic on Interstate 29 this morning, pretty thick northbound, just like always. Real slow moving at times and very difficult to get onto Interstate 29 in that work zone if it's like you're trying to pull off 13th Avenue. Fast traffic and fairly thick traffic as well on Interstate 94. That's traffic. Drive carefully. Have a great weekend. Al Ahmed, Valley Today traffic.
6:54, and we're following more breaking news for you this morning, this time in Glendon, Minnesota, where a police officer made a major drug bust early this morning, all because of a driver with expired tabs.
An officer made the traffic stop around 12:30 a.m. and says he could smell marijuana and called the Clay County Sheriff's Office for backup. The driver gave permission to a vehicle search and also gave up the combination to a safe that was found inside. Now, inside that safe was more than 88 pounds of marijuana, individually packed and vacuum sealed, along with a 9mm handgun.
The suspect, whose name is not being released at this time, was taken to the Clay County Jail and is being held on several drug-related charges, as well as being a felon in possession of a firearm and having those expired tabs. A Nelson County, North Dakota man has been cited in a rollover that left several people hurt, one of them who had to be airlifted. It all happened last night about 2 miles northeast of Annetta, North Dakota. That's a town just southwest of Grand Forks.
The driver lost control on a gravel road and rolled into the ditch. Pedro Martinez was given a ticket for care required. 6 people were hurt in that crash. The person who was life-flighted is in stable condition. Troopers say everyone in the van was from Annetta and no one was wearing a seatbelt. A medical examiner's report on the death of a Fargo baby says it was a homicide. The report says 6-month-old Owen Skoji's death was caused by a brain injury. Owen
was found unresponsive at an unlicensed daycare in West Fargo in early June. He was flown to Children's Hospital in Minneapolis, but died a day later. Well, Friday morning means it's time to get a first look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Fargo police are asking you to keep an eye out for this man, Andrew Collison. Got a picture up on the screen right now. He's wanted for possession of drug paraphernalia. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information.
Let's get our answer to our question of the morning on Facebook. Of course, today is the last day on air for our favorite morning meteorologist, Mick Kerr. So it's a Mick-themed question. Just how many TV-ready suits, dress shirts, and ties does Mick have in his closet?
And we'll let Mick give this answer.
Well, over the years, I've tried to collect things that aren't fashionable, just don't come in like
not trendy.
Trendy, yeah.
Just the basics.
The classics.
And I've always, people notice I got dark suits on all the time because the powers that be wouldn't let me wear a light-colored one, a cream-colored. It doesn't work in front of. So anyway, yes, I have 28 suits in the closet. That's good for a couple of months. 83 dress shirts, wow, which Lucy faithfully and professionally irons. She spends like 3 days ironing a couple of times a year. And doesn't let me wear them more than once or twice. And yep, just shy of 200 ties. I have over a dozen Christmas ties. Some ties I haven't, Christmas holiday-themed ties I haven't worn for a couple of years. So.
And some of my favorites, the red, white, and blue ones for, know, 4th of July and Memorial Day. And
Now the question is, how many shirts, ties, and suits have you gotten rid of over the years? Because that, I mean, we're talking maybe up to 1,000? If
no.
you added it all up?
No, I haven't bought the trendy ones, so I just kind of accumulated. Now, the real narrow ones or the real wide ones and the real thick ones, they're gone.
Well, we are going to miss you incredibly. You've just been a staple here for 27 years, and we know you're still going to be in the community. We're still going to hear you on the radio here, but you're leaving the Valley today, and your loyal Valley Today viewers are, it's going to be hard on a lot of us. Not just us, but people at home.
This morning's been kind of strange for me, too. I've always joked it's better to be on the news than in the news. And so this morning I'm in the news, so it's kind of weird looking at all of this stuff. And when you have a family gathering and people have to go home or leave, the people standing at the end of the driveway waving goodbye are the sad ones. And the people in the car driving away, they're happy they got a journey ahead of them. So I'm okay with everything. And
Yeah.
thanks for waving a good goodbye.
We're okay too. We just know it's not going to be the same. I don't know. I mean, I've been doing this for 15 years, but these last 4, being able to work with you has been an absolute pleasure, and it's going to be real weird. I'm off Monday and Tuesday next week, but Wednesday, I tell you, is going to be very strange.
I've been at the station since 2002, and I feel like from about day one, I was plotting with you to try to get on the show and work together, and we have for, you know, we did get to spend some really.
Schemed, and here you are.
We did, and you know, you got me on the show, and we've been great friends and colleagues, and it won't be the same. You've just, you know, you're such a great guy that's always looking out for everyone and taking care of us, and people don't always know that behind the scenes that you really are, you know, always searching for news, you know, even when you're, you know, doing your forecasts online and on air, and we've also done so much farm news, and
the good news is Lisa Green's going to be here bright and early Monday morning, and a very familiar face will be here. As far as permanent, I don't know. I think she's taking the Valley today out for a test drive. We'll see.
Well, thank you for all that you have done for us, and we'll still see you around, and continue to post on Facebook and thank Mick for all of his.
And you'll be out at Rolog this afternoon if people want to come and say hello. I would imagine you'll probably have a lot of people coming and saying hello.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll be at Rolog this afternoon, too. So.
And you got to say goodbye now, Mick.
All right, thank you. We'll see you down the road.